Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a lot of animals. Hi, my name is Becca McBride, and I'm here today to tell you about the freaky culture that I grew up in. There's three main reasons why my family is freaky. The first is that we're young at heart. The second was how we learned to be confident in ourselves, our passions, and our interests. And the third is how we learn to be responsible. My first point, that we're young at heart, we all like to, have fun and not always act our age. Granted, my sister and I are still pretty young, but my parents like to still go to the movies, go out to dinner with their friends, and even go have drinks with their friends at least once a week. Also, growing up, I remember my parents and our neighbor would plan these extravagant and themed parties. And one year, the theme for their party was luau. So I helped with the invitations. They took tubes, decorated the outside, and then put some more glitter on the inside with the RSVP scrolled and tied with a bow. And then they had little margarita glasses that were filled with colored glue and sparkles. And then, when the party rolled around, their party favor were little pond-sized goldfish. The second reason why my family is freaky is how we learn to be confident in ourselves, our passions, and our interests. Growing up, we were pretty much nerds. We enjoyed Marvel, superhero comics, movies, video games. We also enjoyed other sci-fi and fantasy movies and video games. So our little family tradition was that when every Marvel movie came out, we would go to the theater and see it. My dad would also take my sister and I to the comic book store, maybe once a month or so, to pick out a few new comics to read. And every year, on Free Comic Book Day, we would make sure to go to Free Comic Book Day. And the third reason why my family is freaky is how we learn to be responsible. Growing up, the most animals we had at one time, 22 animals. We had about 10 fish. Some of them lived outside in a pond, some of them inside in a tank. We had 6 chickens, 5 horses, 5 rabbits, 2 goats, a sheep, a dog, a cat, and a tortoise. So growing up with that many animals, we had to learn to be responsible, and the amount of work and effort it takes into taking care and maintaining your animal's well-being. During school, my dad would feed the animals in the morning just because we already had to get up early and we didn't always have time to feed the animals in the morning. But every evening, we made sure to feed our animals. The goat, the sheep, the horses, rabbits, everyone. We made sure to go down to the barn, feed the animals, check their water, make sure that they're still in good condition, they weren't sick, they were not injured, and that they had gotten enough exercise for the day. So for the horses, that meant we'd have to ride at least once a week. So the 3 main reasons why my family is freaky is because we're young at heart. We learn to be confident in ourselves, our passions, and interests through video games and other Marvel movies and comics. And the third was how we learn to be responsible. So, I challenge you to go home, find something that maybe your family really enjoys that others might find a little unusual, and take pride in that passion because that's part of your family, that's how you grew up, and you all enjoy something, so there's no shame in enjoying it. And with that, I thank you.